Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
We are live. It's a Thursday night presentation here on 2K Sports. With Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce on the sidelines. It's getting late in the season. Let's now see the standings out east. Taking a look at Boston. They're second in the conference and looking to finish strong heading into the playoffs.
Well, I think for Boston, with the regular season they've enjoyed, it has to be wondered at this point if they're the team to beat this postseason.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Down on the block, it's Tatum with Tatum. The guard pair, it's White and Brown. And it's Hauser in at the 3, the small forward. And for Oklahoma City, at the guard spots, we'll be seeing Gilgeous-Alexander and Wallace. Dort and Holmgren are the forwards. And it's Hartenstein in at the 5, roaming the paint. Greg, we've got two teams that boast some serious firepower off the bench.
And that depth makes each team more difficult to defend, more unpredictable. Both sides have a lot of guys who can step up on any given night.
And so it's the Thunder getting on the board first. Brown finds Tatum. White setting the pick for Tatum. No good on the 3. And SGA has got the ball here for the Thunder. Wallace misses. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Mark Dagnall gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. We talked about his approach in guarding Jason Tatum. He said, we want to crowd Tatum right from the jump and prevent him from getting into an early rhythm, especially from deep. Because when his three-point shot is falling, it opens up the rest of his game. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you once again, Allie. And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander.
And attacking the rim. Holmgren making excellent use of that height inside.
Pass to Hauser. Tatum on the wing. Defended by Holmgren. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Wallace misses. Celtics have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Gilgeous-Alexander against White. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And a guy who has a quick release and has distance to his shots. Derek White, Doris, converts his chances.
You know what, Kev? There's so many things to love about Derek White. He's arguably the greatest shot-blocking guard in the league. He has a knack for making big shots, and the thing that maybe is most impressive is he gets past grenades at the end of a shot clock and has the temperament to stand in and deliver.
And Doris, we had heard the era of the big threes might be fading, but the Thunder have one with Chet Holmgren, J-Dub, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the beauty of that trio you just listed, they are all similar ages. They are all passionate about the craft of the game of basketball, and all 3 are about winning. But I'm telling you this, the Oklahoma City fans not taking anything for granted. They thought KD, Russell, and Harden would be together forever, and it didn't happen.
Holmgren kicks to SGA. Offensive rebound. Oh!
Well, Hartenstein is a very physical big man. He is not one to shy away from contact.
The Thunder shooting their first foul shot of the night. And Doris, a measured pace for the Celtics. No rush, don't turn it over, and then they get what they want.
Well, this is Joe Mazzulla's philosophy in a nutshell. Quality offense begins with taking care of the basketball first. He believes in the math, meaning he believes if you can get a good look at three, you take it.
Now, here's Doris. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And it's Hauser in the corner. Outside Tatum. And so the ball out of bounds. SGA touched it last. Looking now at some numbers for Jaylen Brown.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Now here's White. Last game he had 34 points. Just 3 to shoot. The 3 from Tatum.
Boy, that's brutal. 1 for 5 to start. You have got to find your footing offensively.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
Brown the pass to White. Brown against Dort. Up top, Brown. Real disappointing game for him in that loss to San Antonio. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Boy, defense has to feel fortunate there. That's one he normally knocks down.
Gilgeous-Alexander against White. And it's SGA missing. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. It's a 3-point game. Got a piece of it. It's taken away by Wallace. Pass to Hartenstein. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Still yet to score. Over White. The Thunder with another miss. Celtics trail by 3. Here's Tatum. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Well, off the dribble, Jason Tatum continues to perfect multiple options in his arsenal.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. With the season winding down, GA, what's key for a long playoff run, do you think?
Kevin, one thing is health, right? When you look back at past NBA champions, lots of times it's the teams that were able to survive the year without any major injuries. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some data for White. An amazing run for him the second half of the season. And his playmaking ability, unquestioned, one of the top 15 assist men in our league.
And his ability to patrol the lane is a difference maker for that team. Exceptional timing and anticipation. That's why he's a top 10 shot blocker. Wallace finds Dort. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. clock at 4. And it's Derek White with the rebound.
Listen, let's not put it lightly. This guy has really struggled here.
The Celtics working the ball around now. Hauser bounce pass. Brown outside. White setting the pick for Brown. Shoots the 3. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Boston's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. The Thunder with the lead. Here's Dort. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Boy, that's a savvy move by Lou Dort on the inside. Gets himself the whistle.
Oklahoma City shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
And he can't get the first one.
What we know about Lou Dort is this guy is an excellent defender. He's got size, strength, versatility. You can basically throw him at the other team's best offensive weapon night after night.
And the second free throw, good.
Lou Dort earned his way into the NBA because of what he brings on the defensive end. He is stout. He's not going to back away from a challenge, and now he's knocking down threes. Those players in high demand.
Now here's Brown. No scoring in this one. He nails it, and we're tied up.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Wallace outside. Gilgeous-Alexander sets the screen for Wallace. And there's SGA on the assist by Wallace.
Now, this is his bread and butter, folks. SGA lives inside the painted area.
Pass to Hauser. Back to White. And here is Tatum. Brown deciding where to go with it. And the dunk by Brown.
Look out below. Jaylen Brown off his feet in a hurry.
Looking at Oklahoma City, they took the win in their last game against the Denver Nuggets. It's tipped. Wide, a screen on Wallace. Rebound by Wallace.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
It's good from long range. And the Thunder lead by 3.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
SGA against White. SGA no good.
Sometimes you just lose that little bit of focus, and this is what happens.
Cada's shot is off.
Boy, that's the kind of contest you need to force the miss.
Dort misses. Celtics trail by 3. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Pass to Wallace. Here's Holmgren. Buries the jumper to finish the break. Holmgren's got 6 points.
And guys, you can't allow Holmgren to gain confidence from the mid-range. He'll burn you when you give him those looks.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard and look at the NBA's best rebounding teams for this last month. Number 1, the Celtics.
I mean, they've taken their rebounding to another level, getting physical and playing with a ton of energy.
Here's White. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. And DB, you watch how the Thunder play defense. Great rim protection.
Kevin, this philosophy is all about taking away the paint first. If the ball is in the paint, sharks are in the water.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Oklahoma City.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks.
2 shots.
Lots of assists in this one.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
First one falls for him. And the Celtics making a change here. Pritchard's checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both. The Thunder leading by 3. Mitchell with it, and he really played well against Denver. No good on the triple. Boston shooting a mere 25% from the floor in this first quarter. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
On the wing, Mitchell. He's covered by Pritchard. Mitchell against Pritchard. Shot clock at 5. Joe can't get it to go. And so it's Pritchard who brings the ball up for the Boston Celtics. They trail by 1. And going against Oklahoma City, their first meeting of the year.
And you have to love it when there's a matchup like this. 2 teams that are at the top of their respective conferences going at it.
And the fact that they split their 2 meetings last season. Does one try to get a leg up?
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks a lot, guys. Derek White is an impact player, but is he a star in this league? White said, "I'm not into labels. I just know whatever the team needs, I'm ready to do it. And what does this team want from him?" He said, "Be aggressive, don't defer." And hearing that from great players, it just gives you confidence. Kevin, back to you.
Truly an impact player. Thank you, Allie. The Thunder with another miss. 1:56 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Walsh. Clock at 6. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Garza, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Joe. White covering. And it's Mitchell missing. Boston trailing. Over to the wing. Outside Williams. Oklahoma City moving it around. Joe passes to Mitchell. Here's Williams. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Over in the corner, White. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Here's Mitchell, and they cash in right away with a quick shot. And the Thunder lead by 3.
Listen, we know this guy has got a solid offensive arsenal. You've got to stay on point defensively. Boy, nice pass, a little ball movement, a little player movement. That's how you play this game.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Williams with a clean look. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's White. Pass to Garza. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Garza's got 7 points.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Thunder out in front, up by 1. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, guys, what do you think?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
On the floor for Boston, we've got Peyton Pritchard. And it's Shireman in at the 2 spot. Holmgren sets the screen for Wiggins. And pairs Holmgren, that's good, on the assist by Wiggins. That's now 8 points for Chet Holmgren. They set the pick. Tatum passes to Gonzalez. Here's Shireman. Now Pritchard. Here's Garza. Cans it from downtown. Garza's got the lead up to 2 now for Boston.
Every team wants bigs who can knock it down from distance. Yes, sir.
Mitchell outside. Pass to Wiggins. There's the 3. And Pritchard pulls it down. And so it's Pritchard who brings the ball up for the Celtics. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. A different look for Oklahoma City. Kenrich Williams. He's checked in for Williams. And it's Alex Caruso in for Aaron Wiggins. And the Celtics also making a change. Walsh is checked in. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Hits it from 3-point range.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Mitchell passes to Holmgren. Back to Mitchell. Williams kicks to Caruso. Second shot opportunity. It's Joe on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Holmgren with a screen on Pritchard. And it's Mitchell missing. Boston leading by 5. Gonzalez passes to Pritchard. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Outside Tatum. Over Williams. Tatum no good.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Here's Mitchell. On the wing, Williams. Guarded by Tatum. Pritchard against Mitchell. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
Boy, this has not been his night. The effort's certainly there, but he looks disjointed.
Back to Gonzalez. Pass to Pritchard. Here's Shireman. Nice ball movement by Boston. Walsh. And off there. He misses his first shot of the night. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Joe good.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. For the Thunder, Carlson's checked in, and SGA subbed in for Alex Caruso. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Outside, White. Pritchard sets a screen for White. Back to Pritchard. Pass to Tatum. Inside, Tatum!
Well, size and skill. Tatum on the interior, yes, sir.
Thunder trailing by 5. Well, already so accomplished, Doris. Jason Tatum. As you look at the landscape of the Celtics, where is his place in that story?
Well, let's remember, Kevin, that he's still a young player, and so that history is still being written. But the North Star for the Boston Celtics is always championships, and Tatum has proven he can deliver.
Here's Pritchard. After the made shot from Chet Holmgren. Here's Joe. He's covered by Pritchard. Gilgeous-Alexander takes it in. There it is, his second make of the game. He's missed 5.
Such a smoothness and ease to the way Shai Gilgeous-Alexander plays. What a pretty drive. Makes it look easy.
And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
And now look at Jason Tatum here. Since the break, he's come back strong, really making his presence felt. He's averaging about 19 points per, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. And what an impact he makes for them on that offensive end.
Right, he can do a little bit of everything for this team, and it shows when you look at the scoreboard.
Holmgren with the steal. Mitchell against Pritchard. Mitchell kicks to SGA. Pass to Holmgren. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Brown the pass to Tatum. And so Boston again turning it over. Now a chance to examine the rebounding numbers over the past month for Chet Holmgren.
And the rebounding contributions have been on the uptick over the last few months. He's definitely appeared to have made a concerted effort to really impact the game more and more with his work on the backboard.
Cason Wallace, he's checked in for the Thunder. Mitchell a screen on White. And the foul on Sam Hauser. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. Mitchell passes to Hartenstein. Holmgren kicks to Wallace. Hartenstein with the screen for Wallace. The Thunder with another miss. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Brown with it, and it's Wallace picking him up. Tatum, the shot's good. Brown making the play. Tatum's got 8 points.
Jason Tatum's jumper is just so pure. This guy is on point with the midi right now.
Pass to Hartenstein. Wallace up on top. He's covered by Brown. Wallace with the screen on Tatum. Outside, SGA. 4 on the clock. There's the drive. Shot from the wing. At the clock, winding down. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Well, you see Hartenstein using both the size and the strength to his advantage. Nicely done.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Boston.
Tons of points off penetration so far, guys. They're driving at will on the defense, just taking whatever they want.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
Well, you often hear that the skill level in the league has never been higher, Greg, and some say this is the peak of the game. What do you think?
And I'll tell you this, Kevin, I'm not complaining. If the league can improve upon this, the sky is really the limit.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You look at the Thunder, very strong season they've had, always at or near the top of the conference, and right now they're in first place in contention for that, exactly where they want to be as they close in on the postseason.
And when I look at Oklahoma City, their fans had high hopes for them this season, and they have not let them down. It's been a fantastic campaign thus far, and they really are set up perfectly for a deep run in the playoffs.
Wallace down low, wide on him. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on White. The Thunder shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And that one falls, and that puts them up by 1 point. Second free throw, no good. Hey, Greg, kind of a combo forward. Tatum at 6'8", more than capable of playing up at the power forward position.
And that's where he's mostly played the last few seasons. And his rebounding is more than just serviceable. Credit him for the strength he's added over his career.
Boy, over the years, Tatum has really mastered the art of drawing fouls.
First trip to the line for him here.
And converted more than 4 out of every 5 free throw attempts last year. So just solid at the line.
And the first one drops.
From the moment Jason Tatum stepped into this league, he has been a guy who has wanted the burden offensively, and he has delivered.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Boy, the missed free throw there keeping this game at even. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them.
And it's Isaiah Hartenstein with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Wiggins is checked in for Chet Holmgren. Boston also with the sub. Shireman's checked in. Boston's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Here's Queta. Nothing on the board. Brown outside. Pass to Pritchard. Boston, no good that time either.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And here is Wallace. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. A step-back shot here. Here's SGA. Count that one. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points this quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Nice ball movement by Boston. Pritchard against Gilgeous-Alexander. Bounce pass Pritchard. The 19-foot shot, and he connects with the jumper. Queta's got it all tied up now for Boston. Here's Wallace. Pass to Hartenstein. And here's Wiggins. He's covered by Brown. Now Pritchard. Back to Brown. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With a Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. No doubt Jaylen Brown is one of the most gifted isolation scorers in the league right now, Doris.
He is one of those guys, Kevin, that you do not want to be defending on an island. Jaylen Brown is an elite athlete, but he is also a 3-level scorer, which makes him almost impossible to handle. You have to admire the growth of Jaylen Brown. He comes in as an attacking athlete. He's now a better passer, and he absolutely is a knockdown three-point shooter.
Here's Hartenstein. He's got 6. Good work there as it goes. And it's 8 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Gonzalez. Here's Pritchard. And no good. Great D that time from Hartenstein. It's stolen by Pritchard. Outside White. Inside and stolen by Wallace. Pass to Dort. Hartenstein inside. White covering. Kept alive. Outside for SGA. Hartenstein with the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. And stolen by White. Here's Pritchard. That's good for his 3rd bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
You love it when a guy can put a slow start behind him and begin to ramp it up.
To the inside, Wallace. And it's Wallace slamming it down.
What a pretty pass by SGA. This guy's so good creating for himself or others.
And so it's Pritchard who brings the ball up for the Boston Celtics. 1:33 left in the first half of basketball. 5 to shoot. Here's Brown. Strong finish through the contact from Brown.
Well, this is where the powerful frame and explosive athleticism of Jaylen Brown becomes a problem for the opponent. Nicely done.
SGA kicks to Dort. And that comes off the assist by SGA. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 assists in the game. Wiggins against Brown. Pass to Gonzalez. No good from outside.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Now here's Wallace. He's got 6. He's looking for Wiggins and finds him. And Wiggins throws it down.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Here's Brown. 8 points for him. Keita's shot is off. Dort passes to Wallace. Here's Pritchard. And the layup's good off the glass. Pritchard's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Thunder lead by 1. Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
I'm joined by Coach Mazzulla. Joe, what was the focus out there offensively?
We just got to fight for our spacing. We have to fight the screen. We have to fight to create advantages. It's 2 great teams playing against each other, and you're going to have to earn it. And so we just got to do a better job creating separation on the offensive end and fight for our great spacing.
Seems like an easy fix. Thanks, Coach.
Hey, Allie, thank you so much for that interview. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with you for the second half of the game right after this.
And we welcome you to halftime as the Boston Celtics are getting everything they can handle so far.
I got to see more fight on the glass. They're in a slugfest. Winning the battle of the boards can swing this game.
But do they have the personnel to do it? I agree with you. They need to do it better, but can they?
Okay, now we've got some time to take a look at the Eastern Conference standings as the postseason comes into view.
Taking a look here now at Boston, they've been phenomenal. All the lofty predictions, the expectations, they've all come true. Now comes the hardest part in the postseason. Every team is going to be gunning for them.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Chet Holmgren has been sensational.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
Boston trailing. Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. At the guard spots, we'll be seeing Gilgeous-Alexander and Wallace. And it's Dort in at the small forward position. And that's who Mark Daigneault starts the second half with. This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
I think the thing that's most striking about Derek White, guys, he's capable of affecting games in so many ways. Yes, he can score it. Excellent passer and a very versatile cross-positional defender. A guy who can contribute to a good team.
The Celtics shooting not great, 40% for the game. From downtown, drills the three-pointer. White's got the lead up to 5 now for the Celtics.
He's not always assertive on the catch, but Derek White rise and fire from three-point, and it is on target.
Pass to Hartenstein. Holmgren left side. And stolen by White. The kick out to Brown. Off target from outside. Oklahoma City shooting for the game at 42%. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Hey, guys. The Celtics trying to keep that laser focus. Coach Joe Mazzulla said, quote, the closer you are to winning, the easier it is to become distracted by things that you can't control. Things that don't matter. Mindset, discipline, and mental toughness are what separate you. Guys, back to you.
Staying dialed in. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Thunder trailing by 3. Wallace looking for an opening. They set the pick. Down low. It's tipped. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Brown going all the way to the rim.
I tell you, when Brown is running like that, it's hard to stop him. This guy is superb at beating defenders up the floor.
And the Thunder can't hang on to the ball.
Now we get a chance to check out Chet Holmgren.
This last month, he's been positively spectacular, averaging about 15 points, 10 rebounds, and 2 assists. And what is crazy is that these numbers might not even do his game justice. He's been phenomenal.
Feels like every night this guy does something that just blows your mind. So fun to watch, someone the other players look up to.
And the rejection by Holmgren.
Oh, Chet Holmgren meets that one at the rim. Nicely done.
Outside, Dort. Hartenstein in the high post. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Celtics leading by 5. White looking around. Hauser up top. Defended by Dort. Pass to Brown. Over Wallace. Brown with the bucket. Brown's got 12 points in the game.
Well, obviously, the defense has not been great this half, and you've got to be able to address this quickly.
Gilgeous-Alexander against White. Hartenstein passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander muscles it in.
One of the great strengths in SGA's game, the ability to maintain control and finish through contact.
Outside, White. Wallace against Brown. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Let's go. And he nails the jumper. Brown's got 6 in the quarter.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Gilgeous-Alexander sets the screen for Wallace. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. Sinks the three-pointer. He's got 13.
And playing up-tempo, pro-level ball can be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition.
Now here's Brown. 14 points for him. The fadeaway. That doesn't go either for Brown. Thunder trailing by 4. Now here's SGA. Pass to Wallace. And that comes off the assist by SGA. SGA's got 6 assists here tonight. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. And it's Isaiah Hartenstein with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And it's the Celtics with the ball. The lead is 2. Brown outside. 6 to shoot. Back to White for 3.
With his length and athleticism and basketball smarts, how about the contest by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander? Excellent defense.
Wallace finds Holmgren. Over Tatum. Out to Wallace. Dort with a screen for Wallace. Shoots over Brown. Wallace misses.
Oh, the defense very willing to live with that mid-range jumper.
Tatum with it. He's got 9. And it's off from three-point range. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. Right at the rim. No problem there for Shai.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
White the pass to Keita. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Here's what Oklahoma City's schedule is looking like. On Sunday, they'll go up against Julius Randle and the Minnesota Timberwolves. And then on Tuesday, they'll be matching up with Paolo Banchero and the Orlando Magic. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Mitchell's checked in. Pritchard, he's checked in for Boston. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Now here's Mitchell. Now here's Wallace. He's covered by Brown. Pass to Holmgren for the lead. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Holmgren's got 16.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Celtics trail by 3. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the teams that have been money from the foul line since the All-Star break. Second, the Thunder. Third spot, the Celtics.
You know, making your free throws is so important, and I think both of these clubs have really improved in the second half of the season from the line.
Pritchard against Mitchell. Over in the corner, Brown. Looking to end the run. Outside, White. Just 5 to shoot. Releases. A shot by Pritchard, no good.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
And Derek White picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Isaiah Joe, he's checked in for the Thunder. Here's Mitchell. Oklahoma City moving it around. Hartenstein with the screen on Pritchard. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket. And so it's Pritchard with it. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. It's a 5-point game. Outside Tatum. And the 3 off target.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
And really, this is the time to push it. Try to extend that lead.
You know, they can make things much easier on themselves in the fourth if they just have a few more possessions like that.
Now, here's Brown. He's got 14.
You see an illustration of how well Jaylen Brown understands their system. He's got great command of this offense.
Holmgren outside. To the middle. Here's Hartenstein. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Hartenstein's got the lead up to 7 now for Oklahoma City. Boston's gotten 1 of 6 3-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Pass to Tatum. From outside, off the mark.
Boy, he's trying to give this team a spark, but the buckets simply will not go down.
Stolen by Tatum. Shoots over Holmgren. A nice shot by Tatum. Tatum's got 11.
Just tremendous confidence from Jason Tatum. This guy understands I am a scorer even at the most elite level.
Mitchell dishes to Holmgren. Mitchell looking it over. The 3-pointer, no good. Celtics trail by 5. Here's Tatum. Tatum with another miss.
Obviously, this hasn't been his strongest quarter, and they need more contribution from him.
For 3, Mitchell. A rebound by the Celtics. Tatum's got his 5th rebound in this one. White with it. Now defended by Mitchell. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Thunder.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot?
I think the other thing they've done exceptionally well tonight is shoot the mid-range and take advantage of those opportunities. Anytime they're given a look, they have delivered.
No good on that one. A different look for Oklahoma City. Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Williams comes in for Chet Holmgren. And it's Alex Caruso in for Gilgeous-Alexander. The Celtics also changing it up. Garza's checked in, and it's Gonzalez in for Jaylen Brown. And he's good on the second. Now the Thunder with it. They're on an 18-7 run. Now Caruso. Hasn't made one yet. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Williams. Near the three-point line, it's Mitchell. Again, Mitchell missing.
They're winning despite his performance here, and they have had his back all night.
Mitchell against Pritchard. Pass to Garza. Offline with his three. The Thunder leading by 4. Now Mitchell. He's covered by Pritchard. Bounce pass Joe. Outside Williams. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Mitchell. And Gonzalez pulls it down. Gonzalez has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Pritchard. There's a screen. That's good. He's 5 for 9. 43 seconds left here in the third quarter. To the paint. And Williams throws it down.
Yeah, if you're playing that power forward position, you overcome a lack of size with great hops.
Mitchell against Pritchard. Pass to Hauser. Going inside. Outside Gonzalez. Lets it fly. They grab their own miss. Garza gets the bucket. Garza's got 12.
This is what happens when you fail to put a body on someone. The ball is bound to find them.
Mitchell outside. Joe. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Oklahoma City out in front. They lead by a bucket. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter. Next. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the floor for Boston, they got Jason Tatum. And it's Garza in at center. Mitchell in the corner. Pass to Williams. Here's Caruso. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Tatum through contact.
I'll tell you, that defense was on point. But how about the better offense of Jason Tatum on his way to the cup? Ooh.
And here is Holmgren. Pass to Joe. Williams sets a screen for Mitchell. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Garza, a miss that time, would have put him up. Oklahoma City shooting reasonably well, 45%. Caruso, the pass to Williams, lays it up and banks it in. Williams has got his first basket.
Nice ball movement by Caruso. He wants to be the playmaker for this team.
And so it's Pritchard who brings the ball up for the Boston Celtics. Pass to Tatum to take the lead. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Caruso, the pass to Mitchell. Now Joe. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Pritchard up top, covered by Mitchell. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Thunder have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Joe follows Williams.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Celtics trail by 4.
They need a bucket in a big way here. to regain some confidence.
Pass to Shireman. Back to Tatum. And Tatum slams it home.
I love that Jason Tatum not settling for a jumper. He goes to the rim with authority.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. For the Thunder, Kenrich Williams comes in for Jalen Williams. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Alex Caruso. Then for the Celtics, Walsh is checked in. And Jaylen Brown subbed in for Gonzalez. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, guys. Mark Daigneault had some words for his team over the last break. Coach wasn't very animated in this tight game, but asked this of his team: how bad do you want it? Right now, this is all about who wants it more. So go out there and take it, guys.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. Just 4 to shoot. Holmgren. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got his 4th assist in this one. Celtics trail by 4. Here's Pritchard. Pass to Brown. Celtics passing it around. A nice shot by Walsh. Walsh has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Mitchell passes to Williams. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander, guarded closer. Puts the move on. Oh, it's in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Tough shot.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Outside Tatum. And here's Brown outside. And Holmgren pulls it down.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. And the 3 ball is good. Now it's a 6-point Thunder lead. The
assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Shireman, cans the 12-footer. And here is Mitchell. Holmgren sets the screen for Mitchell. No good with the triple.
I'll tell you, he has not been at his best, but they're winning, and that's all that matters.
Brown, quick first step.
Don't you love how Brown just barrels into the teeth of the defense? This is a shifty forward who knows how to get to the rack.
Mitchell kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren looking around. Goes back up, and he banks in the layup. Holmgren's got 22.
And looking to get stronger, Holmgren fights through the bump. Tons of time for him to grow into that frame.
That's a 2 from Pritchard. Rebounded by Joe. Joe's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to SGA to the inside. Got a piece of it. Brown with it. He's picked up by Holmgren. Inside, here's Tatum over Williams. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Tatum.
Well, this guy is used to scoring in tight situations with bodies around him. How about Jason Tatum maintaining his concentration?
Boy, that's exactly the look you're working toward, right at the rim.
Tatum against Williams. Pass to Sharman. Here's Brown. Tatum setting the pick for Brown. Just 5 on the clock. Off target from three-point range. The Thunder leading by 4. SGA on the wing. Low block shot. And Pritchard pulls it down. And so it's Pritchard with it. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's foul number 2 for him. A different look for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's checked in for Williams. Dort comes in for Isaiah Joe. And Wallace subbed in for Mitchell. On defense, Oklahoma City. They lead by 4. White the pass to Hauser. Now here's Brown. It's taken away by Wallace. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. Another miss by SGA. Tatum passes to Keita and stolen by Wallace. Down low. And that one is good from Hartenstein. That's 12 points for Isaiah Hartenstein. And White kicks to Brown. Tatum against Holmgren. To the middle. The kick out to Tatum. Clock at 4. The Celtics working the ball around now. Keita. Nice persistence to tip it back up and in.
Well, hard blue-collar work ethic on display. This guy just beating everyone to the ball.
Hartenstein with the screen on White. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Launches it. Wallace, good. Wallace has got the lead up to 7 now for the Thunder.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game. Doing the dirty work down low.
Inside, here's Dort. Pass to SGA. And yes, it's good. And now a 9-point Thunder lead.
It's very long, and SGA so effective around the hoop because of that length.
Brown against Wallace. Fires the 3. And it's Brown missing.
I mean, I guess you can appreciate the confidence, but his three-point shooting has been brutal this half.
And he makes that one count.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Now here's Tatum. Into the lane. Tatum. Good.
Boy, phenomenal ball control by Jason Tatum, just showing exactly how creative he can be.
SGA feeling it out a bit. Dort. Oh, that is a big-time jam.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Here's Tatum. It's stolen by Hartenstein. Wallace with the ball. Picked up by Brown. Yep, that's going to go in.
Listen, that is all you can do defensively. Lou Dort, at times, is just going to make tough shots.
Holmgren against Tatum. Rips it down with 2 hands.
Oh, you hear that sound? That's
the
flushing of the toilet right there.
Greg, a fierce 2-hander. That one goes in.
Sometimes you anticipate that contact is coming and you have to take it. Nice job by White to hang in there.
Now SGA. 1:35 left in the 4th quarter.
Oh, fellas, that was a vicious 2-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Celtics trail by 11. Now here's Tatum. Now Brown backs up a 3.
Boy, you have got to appreciate how hard Jaylen Brown goes. Amazing how he gets defenders to foul him when he's going up with his shot.
So the first of 3 is good, and that brings them to within 10.
You think about what Jaylen Brown brings to the table. Elite athleticism, three-point shot making, attacking the rim in transition, so much to like.
The second one drops, and that brings them within single digits. And no good on the third free throw. So he ends up going 2 of 3.
Listen, it's only one miss, but it hurts all the same as they try to cut into this lead.
Now Hartenstein. Here's SGA. 6 on the shot clock. Strong move off the glass.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for Oklahoma City.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And for the year now, they'll have 52 wins under the belt.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Chet Holmgren.
You love this guy's confidence. He believes every shot is going in, and boy, a whole lot of them did.
Here's Tatum after the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Dorisburg, Greg Anthony, and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in tonight. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Chet Holmgren.